Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
It got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Here we go. Like 20. Here we go. Six. Come again. Here I hot.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
You got that right there.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use on paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line 36. Line 36. No gain on this defense. No gain. 47.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run. From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. 46.
Pollard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 43. 2. Watch the whip. 2. Stay hot. Stay hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Dumps it off to Edwards. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. First carry for Nick Chubb. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Garoppolo. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 11. Tight dog.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Once more, Edwards. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes a lot.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 12, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Chubb will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this one's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott steps away to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Buying time to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 21. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Flush to his right. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Being chased out left. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. A first down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. They're thinking...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Here's Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing, Prescott, escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They'll throw again. Prescott steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down to the 29-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he is out of bounds up past the 10. 1 quarter remains here in this 3rd.